One player that really raised his stock in the weeks leading up to the 2023 NBA draft was Brandin Podziemski. He ended up getting picked 19th overall by the Golden State Warriors after playing a year at Santa Clara and Illinois for a season before that. In his first preseason game of his NBA career, which came against the LA Lakers, the 6'4", 203-pound guard finished with 11 points on 5 of 11 floor shooting to go along with 6 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 block, 1 steal, and 2 turnovers. There are 3 main things that he should bring to the table for Golden State. For one, outside shooting. Last year with the Broncos, he made 43.8% of his 185 three-point attempts. Another thing, and certainly more unusual for his position, is that he's an exceptionally good rebounder. Amazingly, he totaled 280 rebounds last year, which was the most in the West Coast Conference. And then he's extremely tough and willing to sacrifice his body. Expect him to take charges, dive for loose balls, and just mix it up with the big boys in the paint when he sneaks in. Not just saying this because he also played in the West Coast Conference years ago, but I do think Matthew Dellavedova is a very good comp for him. Let's not forget just how gritty and hard-nosed Dellavedova was during his prime NBA years. Now let's take a closer look at Podziemski's debut against the Lakers. So he made one of his 2 3-point attempts. Here you see him survey the situation in isolation before launching, taking advantage of the space given. The miss was a pull-up. He had 2 games last year in which he drilled 6 3-pointers. He made at least one in all but one of his 32 games at Santa Clara. Maybe underrated about his game is his craftiness. He's got some nifty footwork, which you see here. He also likes to take these unconventional baby hooks as he navigates the lane. He made a couple of them against the Lakers and missed one. Now, without question, his lack of speed and explosion prevents him from creating space or blowing past defenders one-on-one. I notice he keeps the ball too low on drives, which makes it easier for defenders to strip the ball from him as he goes up. As I mentioned earlier, he had 6 rebounds. It's quite remarkable how relentless he is battling for boards. Here you see him get in the mix after a missed free throw by Jackson Hayes. I don't see him as a primary facilitator, but as you see here, he can make some nice reads. Out of the pick and roll, he delivers an accurate spray out pass to Javen Johnson after getting into the paint. And then you see here with the pick and pop find to Dario Saric. And he took a charge in transition. If he gets enough minutes, I think he will rank high amongst rookies in charges drawn. Now, I don't know what Golden State's plans are for him in his rookie campaign. Maybe he spends some time in the G League in Santa Cruz. But I actually think he's a player that can make a big impact, especially considering you'd imagine Steve Kerr will want to conserve Chris Paul's minutes in the regular season if possible. And I don't know how much Corey Joseph, who signed with the Warriors in the offseason, has left in the tank. In any case, that'll wrap up this video. If you like this kind of content, please subscribe.